What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video, and today I can finally say that the MLB is kind of sort of maybe back. And I say kind of sort of maybe because we still have to go through, health and safety precautions and everything like that. But if everything goes as planned, we will have baseball back a week from tomorrow, and opening day will be July 24th. Now, I will get into all that, but before I do that, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell for post notifications every time I post a video. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot if you guys could hit that like button to push the content out to great Philadelphia sports fans or sports fans like yourselves, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. 1K is a big number, and we're more than halfway there. I know we can do it, and I again appreciate all the support and everything like that since quarantine, but it's finally looking like we're going to have sports back, and I can't wait because July 24th. July 24th is a week away from the NBA coming back. Everything's kind of falling into place. It's just now the virus is starting to spike back up a little bit. And I'll get into that. But, clap it up. Because the MLB, a dying sport, is finally back. And I'm going to get into, why I think it was so dumb to do this way. I just don't agree with it. But the plans for the season are 60 games, opening day July 24th, and it's still not finalized due to health and safety hurdle. But the MLB, Rob Manfred and all the owners, they all agreed unanimously, and then the MLBPA, that's the Players Association, they also agreed today around 5 o'clock. Look, trust me, I love baseball. I know it is a dying sport. I know that the younger generation doesn't like baseball, and because it's boring, it's this, it's that. I don't find it boring. I love baseball, and I'm hyped to have it back. I'm hyped to watch JT, Bryce, Nola, Hoskins. And here's the good thing for the Phillies. We're usually good within the first 60 games. We have a shot of making the playoffs. Honestly, I know it's later on in the season, but that's usually when, like this time last year and the year before that, this is kind of when the Phillies started to fall apart. And it's because of the longevity of the season. Now we only have 60 games. You throw the Phillies in this scenario, we have a shot of making the playoffs. Now, do I think we're good enough to make the playoffs in a 162-game season? I think we're good enough. It's just, are we capable of doing it? I don't know, because sometimes you have Nola that struggles in September, late August. Reese had an awful second half of the year last year. You have injuries to Morgan and Sir Anthony Dominguez, which you still have this year. You still do not have David Robertson or Sir Anthony Dominguez, both of them with the same injury of Tommy John surgery, which is going to hurt us a lot. I'm going to make another video probably tomorrow about the Phillies and, just putting them in a couple scenarios, just going down, breaking down the roster, breaking down who's healthy, breaking down who's not, and just talking baseball. Because, when I made this channel, I was super excited to have a baseball season. I really fell in love with journalism and fell in love with watching post-game reactions from Sports Talk with Broads through his Phillies videos. So I was very excited to make those. They obviously did not happen yet, but I think because of it's going to be so soon, I think I am going to, react to a couple preseason games, like the spring training games, because it's going to be a lot of the starting players. So I'm just going to break down like a 10-minute video, break it down on why I think this is going to happen, why I think that, and just go along with it. But, I'm pumped. I'm pumped baseball is finally back. it's annoying, and it really does make me mad that it took this long. Because here's the thing: if the MLB could have returned so much sooner than these other sports, and the reason why I say that is because it didn't hit the MLB. It kind of skipped it. It was spring training, and then everything just had to shut down at the time. The MLB could have came back a month or two later. They waited, and now they're coming back a week before the NBA comes back. Maybe. So my thing is on that, I love baseball. I don't want baseball to go anywhere. But I cannot say for a fact that baseball is forever going to stay. Because it's dying out. The younger generation doesn't have the patience for the game of baseball. And honestly, the MLB doesn't do a great job of getting my generation and younger into stands. There's too many games. There's just too much stuff that goes involved and not enough stuff besides the home run derby and besides the All-Star game that really get you like, all right, I'm going to watch it this week. It doesn't really come out like that. Baseball has not really done that. And it sucks because they had a real opportunity here to get that younger generation back into, the swing of things, no pun intended with baseball, but getting it back into the swing of things and showing the younger generation and people that find baseball boring that it's really not that boring. Because now you have a 60-game season, you have new rules such as universal DH and extra innings that start with a man on second, and that's not finalized yet either, the extra innings part. The universal DH has pretty much been confirmed already. But, they had an opportunity to really show that baseball is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful sport to watch, to play, and they kind of messed it up. And it might come back to bite them later down the line. And I hope it doesn't, but I think it might. Now, to switch things from the MLB finally returning, the reason why it's not a definite going to return on July 24th is because now players in the MLB are starting to get COVID-19, such as 5 to 6 Phillies players / staff have tested positive for COVID-19 just this week. Those players and staff have been not confirmed. They haven't brought it out to say, oh, Andrew McCutchen got this, Scott Kingery got this. It's just been 5 to 6 because they think it's either 2 staff and 2 players or something like that. It's I don't even know. They don't even know. But that is why we don't have a set date. And it sucks because I really do just want sports back. At this point, I don't even care. I don't know how it's going to work. I do know that the players will be tested multiple times a day, weekly, and if they get it, I'm pretty sure they have to be immediately quarantined, and then they have to have 2 positive or negative tests to return to play, which could be big. This is just a scenario. Imagine if Mookie Betts gets it. Now, that's a bad team because they're pretty stacked. Imagine if Tim Anderson gets it, or Yadier Molina, or Paul Goldschmidt, or somebody like that. Imagine a superstar getting it, the virus, and then they have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. Well, in a 60-game season, if you're 5 to 7 games under 500, you're in trouble. If you're 10 and under, or if you're 10 and more games under 500, you're out. Honestly, I really can't see you making the playoffs if you're under 10 games under 500. I can't see it. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm pretty mad at this, why it took so long. But I'm just happy to get sports back. That's really what it means. That's really what this whole thing is even about. It's just baseball's back. Sports are about to be back, hopefully. And, we're going to have a season. I get to see Bryce Harper play. Not live, but I get to see him play. Get to see JT play on his contract year. I get to see Reese, see if he did anything different with his swing. I love baseball. And, if you guys don't watch baseball, give it a chance. Because watching Bryce Harper play night in and night out, it's electric. And now that there's 60 games, every game means something. Because we all know one game means playoffs or not. Especially with 60 games. You can have teams like 40 and 20, and they could be in first place. But with that being said, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video and the channel. We are on the road to 1K. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'm out. Peace.